Stourbridge Beach.
Right, vivid. And before you join the group, I need some historical context on your using.
The A led to B and therefore C.
Exactly.
Beginning, the middle and end.
Isn't that how life works?
No.
How does life work?
You've got a lot of certificates. It's impressive, I've not got that.
You didn't go to university?
I went to loads, just not for long. I never got that scroll.
I can't give you a letter for work ever, not until you completed the programme.
28 days.
At least.
The thing is, I came here to get everything out of my system, and now I have, nearly. And I really feel like I'm ready to get back out into the real world.
You address the chemical hooks, but not the central cause of addiction.
Which is,
Trauma. You've done the first stage, you may as
I
well.
can leave when I want, right?
Absolutely, but...
Great, this has been fun. I've changed, I'll never use again. Frown is honour. Bye.
Sit down.
You even sound like my mother. I don't know if this is your copy or Foster's, but I've made some corrections.
Corrections.
Amendments, notes and things. Have you actually read this thing?
Emma, the program works for a lot of people.
Except you don't know that. Nobody does. There's nothing evidence-based, it's just anonymous and anecdotal, so...
And the rest of my head.
If it's vital to my recovery that I come to believe in a power greater than me, to turn my life and my will over to God and have Him remove my defects of character,
Will you let me...
if this all depends on me having a spiritual awakening, then we might all just be wasting our time.
Well, we're not.
I think we might be.
You're really about to
Yes, I'm worried that a trained medical professional with this many certificates can still wear a crucifix.
Don't believe the scientific method is
Such a boring conversation. Of course it does. Of course it fucking does. I really need you to be cleverer than this. I really need you to at least match me intellectually, because otherwise I'll leave, and if I leave, I don't know if... I am not powerless. I'm not helpless. I don't believe addiction is a disease, and I am scared and angered by the suggestion that from now on, it's either eternal abstinence or binge to death. I can't surrender to a higher power because there isn't one. There just isn't, and you, as someone who lives in the 21st century, should know that.
Emma.
I wake up in wet sheets, in places I don't recognise, bruises I can't account for, and men I don't know. I have stolen from people, I've slept on the streets. I'm in trouble, I know that. But this book, this process, can't help me. You can't help me.
Emma. I see a lot of clever people here. People who drink and use because they cannot stop their big brains from thinking. Does that sound familiar to you?
You want me to conceptualise the universe in which I am the sole agent of my destiny and at the same time acknowledge my absolute powerlessness.
That's not a fair characterisation.
There is no meaning to anything. There are no beginnings, middles and ends.
Emma.
I am not the product of the decisions I've made or the things that happened to me. I will not be reduced to that.
I am not...
My brother had a brain hemorrhage while reading Pinocchio to a group of 5-year-olds. Mark, he was 2 years younger than me and never touched drugs or alcohol. He ran fucking marathons for charity. I should have died 1,000 times, but it was him. If I tell you I was sexually abused or the child of alcoholics, if I tell you I returned from back-to-back tours of Iraq and started to self-medicate, wouldn't that all just be a massive simplification of the complexity of being a human fucking person?
Well, were you
Was I what?
sexually abused?
That is not!
Because if you were, I need to...
You're not listening to... I first got drunk with my brother when I was 11 and he was 10. I stole 3 bottles of communion wine, and when I vomited it looked like blood. Is this the sort of thing you want to hear?
Is it the truth?
No. I never had a brother, and he didn't die in front of children. He died in his car. Or he was stillborn, maybe. Or he grew up and died of old age.
Try to protect yourself or your addiction.
It's not lying. It's admitting there's no truth to begin with. Have you read Foucault?
Not lately.
Or Derrida? Baudrillard? Barthes?
You're an addict because of postmodernism?
I can't base my survival on slogans and abstractions and vagueness. I'm not someone who can do Pilates on a beach and mistake relaxation for spirituality. I spent a year in the Far East, but I didn't find enlightenment. I found slums and sex tourism. I chose this place because it's ugly and grey and in the middle of a car park, and I can look out on traffic and homeless people and remind myself that the world is just purposeless chaos. I need something definitive. I need to be fixed.
It doesn't work like that. It's a long-term, daily...
Oh, do long-term!
Well, you're going to learn. Because the strategies you've been using just aren't working, I hear. All your concerns about the programme, and I have heard them all before. But right now, this is the best we've got. You think you have it all worked out? Great, well, you're still dying. Intellectually inferior as I may be, I am still trying to save your life. Now sit down! The 12 steps outline the process of recovery experienced by its earliest members, and yes, they are about accepting God. But here, we use a modified version with religiously neutral wording. Have you heard the expression powerless over nouns?
Nouns.
As in people, places and things.
You mean like on Facebook?
Excuse me?
On Facebook, the search box
I'm
says...
not on Facebook.
No, nor am I really. I mean, I have a profile, but I hardly ever use it.
It's a rewrite of step 1 of 12. Instead of declaring ourselves powerless over drugs or alcohol, we declare ourselves powerless over people, places and things. People that make us want to relapse, places we associate with using, and things that reactivate old behaviour. Does this make sense to you? Yes. When you're in recovery,
Back in the real world.
you need to handle being in those places with those people.
And those things? I find reality pretty difficult. I find the business of getting out of bed and getting on with the day really hard. I find picking up my phone to be a man of fucking struggle. The numbers on my inbox, the friends who won't see me anymore, the food pictures and porn videos, the bombings and beheadings, the moral ambivalence you have to have just to be able to carry on with your day. I find the knowledge that we're all just atoms and one day we'll stop and be dirt in the ground. I find it overwhelmingly disappointing. And I wish I could be like you. Or my mother. To feel that some things are predetermined and meaningful, and that we're somewhere on the track between the start and the finish lines, but I can't. Because I care about what's true. It's actually verifiably true. You're able to forfeit rationality for a comforting untruth, so how are you supposed to help me? You're looking at the world through such a tight filter, you're barely living in it. You're barely alive.
You talk about your mother-in-law.
Drugs and alcohol have never let me down. They have always loved me. There are substances I can put into my bloodstream that make the world perfect. That is the only absolute truth in the universe. I'm being difficult because you want to take it away from me, so sorry.
You don't bond with people, particularly parents. We seek a connection elsewhere. Drugs, alcohol.
God. Mark, my brother. He believed in God. He wasn't as bright as me. He didn't really stretch himself. He once told me he thought the whole universe was happening in his imagination, and that when he died everything would be snuffed out, but when he died, everything carried on. That's that hypothesis disproved.
I can't force you to stay. I can't force you to be truthful. I can only tell you that the process only works if you're honest with yourself, with me, with others. Denial Denial is what kills you.
I'm not good in groups.
I can do that.